US President Donald Trump has said he's planning to announce tariffs on imported semi-conductor and pharmaceuticals, with the rate for medicines possibly reaching a crippling 200%. Ireland exports up to €58 billion in pharmaceuticals and chemicals to the US annually. And Mr. Trump suggested that the new levies wouldn't go into effect immediately, but would happen in about a year and a half's time.
Announcing something very soon on pharmaceuticals. We're going to give people about a year and a half to come in, and after that they're going to be tariffed if they have to bring the pharmaceuticals into the country, the drugs and other things into the country. They're going to be tariffed at a very, very high rate, like 200%. We'll give them a certain period of time to get their act together.
Let's speak to our Washington correspondent Sean Whelan now. And Sean, this would be a very worrying threat for Ireland, wouldn't it, if it happened?
Yeah. Yes, indeed, Ray. If it happens, that is the key phrase there. We don't know for sure if he's going to go ahead with it. That 200% figure may have been just plucked out of the air there and then. That announcement did come as a bombshell, completely unexpected at that cabinet meeting this morning. But for Ireland, this will be a very, very big deal. About a quarter of all the medicines, the pharmaceutical products imported into the United States, this giant US market, about a quarter of them are made in Ireland. About $65 billion of exports last year. So that will be a huge segment of Irish turnover affected potentially by this tariff regime. And this 1.5-year transition regime, the president wants to get jobs moved back into factories here in the United States, but the idea of building, commissioning, certifying and then starting top-end manufacturing of pharmaceutical products in that kind of a time frame just sounds unrealistic to me. So we're going to have to wait for the real details on this one. But so far the president talking extremely tough on pharmaceuticals and, as you say, worrying times for the Irish industry.
Yes, indeed. Let's switch to the Middle East. That also continuing those talks and that contact between President Trump and Mr. Netanyahu, both talking about a ceasefire. What's being said? Well,
talking is about talking that's going on. As Ray, Prime Minister Netanyahu has been up in Congress today, meeting congressional leaders there to discuss his visit and particularly the ceasefire issue, which he was asked about a short time ago. Here's what he said.
Certainly working on it. I can't speak in advance. You need, you need several parties to tango. It's not even two here. But we're working on it diligently as we speak. In fact, on the way over here and on the way from here, we're not going to let up. We have a goal. We intend to achieve that goal.
Now, Prime Minister Netanyahu is coming back down here to the White House this evening for another lengthy meeting, we understand, with President Trump. The president said that meeting is going to be exclusively focused on getting a ceasefire in Gaza. That, we are told, is the president's #1 priority right now, securing a ceasefire in Gaza. And presumably, if the talks go well tonight, then Steve Witkoff, his special envoy, will be dispatched to Doha to join those talks with Israeli and Hamas representatives. Ray?
Sean Whelan in Washington, thank you.